No,
time before it
no.
happens.
That's why I said be mindful. Nothing happens overnight. It takes 20, 30 days to develop a habit.
Okay.
And what if she don't want to change?
Good night. Sayonara. Like, because I'm not going to stress myself out if you don't want to change.
And what if she asks you to change?
If it's valid, then why not?
Oh, okay.
But what makes it valid? What makes her saying that she want to see something different from you not valid?
Because, say for instance, right? If sometimes people, when they be like, "Oh, you're judging me," if you give an honest critique, if I say you curse, like I said, you curse way too much, it'd be like, "Yes, bitch," and all this other stuff. Yo, chill out on that. Chill on that. Like, come on. If you say to me, I feel like you say the word nigga too much, can you stop saying that? Okay, say less. Should be vice versa. If you can't stop saying, speaking the way you speak, like if we go to a restaurant and it's a quiet ambiance and you loud and cursing a lot, I'm like, yo, waiter, bring the check. I got the.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your host, Kyra. I hope y'all all had a wonderful day today. I know I did not, but that's besides the point. We is mad late coming on today, and that is not my fault. So, first, let's get our first co-host out here. Mr. Sean Davis.
Evening. I missed you guys last week. It was a good show. Very
No, he didn't.
What are you talking about?
You ain't miss us. He deserted us. That Thomas hanging out here.
I was preoccupied, but it was a good show. I checked it out. It was good. It was real good. I hope you guys ain't hope you ain't missed me. But because Thomas was cutting up.
As usual.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't expect anything less. But he's here tonight with his very interesting topic. Does everybody remember this topic is a Sean's choice?
Please throw me under the bus.
Show is. I show is.
But I'm back. So be entertained.
Yeah, y'all just keep being entertained. So when those punching bags start rotating, let's sell out. Let's do that.
Gonna be a top sell.
All right, let's get our other co-host out here. I don't know how I introduced him last week, but it is what it is. But let's get the deacon out here. Really, Derek?
Oh.
Really? That's what we doing today?
Yeah.
Want to be loose and want to be limber, Don't know what might pop off tonight. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to. I don't know which way it's going to go.
Y'all just better behave.
I don't know which way it's going to go. So,
it's going to go whatever way y'all want it to go. That's how it's going to go. Whatever way y'all want it to go.
We always cool, calm, and collect.
Oh, really?
With us.
Oh.
Right. That is the truth.
Hey, Miss Darlene, how you doing?
Oh God, that's why we started. Guess who stepped in the room? Miss Darlene.
The subject is are women single by choice or by force, Miss Darlene? That's our topic. That's our topic tonight. So yes, that's the topic tonight. Tonight's topic is, are women single by choice or by force? I don't even know how somebody could be forced to be single, but okay. I would think that it's always a choice, right?
What do you mean? How people are forced?
It's a choice to be single.
It's direct and indirect occurrences. I'll just say that. But we got videos, right?
We do. So we're gonna watch these lovely videos, and then we're gonna get into this interesting conversation.
All right.
Analysts at Mintel say about 60% of women are happy with their status of single, while nearly 50% of men are satisfied going solo. The study also shows that 75% of single women have not actively tried to be in a relationship in the last year, compared with about 65% of men. So we're only talking of a difference of about 10%. But here's what the study says is some of the reasoning behind it. It comes down to work, and they say that in general it shows, whether you believe this or not, or this is true in your relationship, that women do a little more work when it comes to relationships. So we're not just talking about chores and cooking and cleaning, but the emotional work, Allie, that goes into relationships. So you can see kind of where that would be way heavily on the women versus the men.
Sure, and this is for heterosexual couples. Yep. We want to emphasize that. I do think that a lot of times when you look at a marriage, a lot of the women are doing more of the household chores, and then especially nowadays, women are working just as much as men are, so then they feel like they have the burden of being responsible for children, being responsible for the household chores, and bringing home a paycheck.
Women also, they say, are better at having kind of alternative social networks. So they actually, this was interesting, I didn't know, the studies show that women who don't have a partner are more active in social activities. It's the opposite for men. Men, Jason, they say, at least the studies say, men tend to do more when they're partnered up.
It is very interesting. Here's the thing, 60% of women saying that, I'm single and I'm happy. I mean, if we've learned anything over the last couple of weeks, it's that men are horrible. And so 60% of women, should be 100% of women. We men are not doing that great of a job as being a partner. The other part of that is interesting, I think, is that there's this stereotype, right, of the single guy. Mm-hmm. Like, especially, I will say, as a guy who's been married for 19 years.
What do you think of that single guy?
Well, you think it sounds great. Like, you're single, you're living the life.
Do whatever you want.
And to say that half of the men who are single are not happy with it, well, again, it's because women are awesome. So, right, if you're a single guy, you're like, men are needy. You're like, I need one of these amazing women in my life. Oh. That's what it is.
Jason, you know your audience very, very well. And you know what? I agree with everything that you're saying. So it all works.
That's why you get along with all the women you work with.
I've seen a lot of men, though, who get out of long-term relationships tend to try, at least from my personal experience, get back into them. Whereas women take a little more time to say, okay, like I'm going to kind of explore and be myself for a little bit.
Well, and I think, too, women naturally just have bigger social networks. They keep in touch with relatives, they keep in touch with their family members, and they tend to have a bigger friend pool than men.
A little easier to be single.
I just want
to
be clear, I'm very happy being married.
How many times have you said that on this show? I want a montage of every time Jason says, I'm very happy.
I just want it on the record. I just want it on the record.
I said women are choosing to be single and dealing with less bullshit because y'all sat here and gave us so much bullshit on why we should be fucking doormats to your emotions. Come on, Randy. Opposed to taking fucking accountability for the fact that you ain't healed yourself from the fucked up shit your fucked up ass mama did to you. Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy. She said
Okay. I ain't going first.
I'll go first. I don't care. Like,
that's all I got to say. I am not going first.
Let's be real here. What did we just watch? We watched two totally different views, right? We watched one from 3 semi-regulated people who are able to sit down and have an educated conversation and get how they feel, what they think, and how they feel out, compared to a toxicity full rhetoric of and everybody just clapping up behind it because she's so angry. You're angry, and then you expect everybody else to stay calm when you're angry. Like, come on, cut it out. This is why we are in the situation that we are in right now. That's why you choose to be single. Some women choose to be single because they're the ones that need to be healed. She talking about somebody messed up mama, when obviously from the way you were talking and the anger that was coming out, that we were spewing out of you as you talked, you need to be healed too, sis.
Maybe she do.
So this is not a choice, but by force, because nobody want to sit here and deal with your angriness when we're just trying to have a regular conversation.
I guess.
Sarah,
why you laughing? I'm just saying, like, I guess.
Sarah and Jessica just had a whole conversation. They ain't curse, they ain't scream, they ain't mucked up, they ain't do none of that. They just like, hey, it's crazy. You see, they're choosing to be happy over happiness. That's what they want. They don't want to do the work, they don't want to do the energy, they don't want to put it in. They just want to be happy. They ain't talk about nobody mother, they talk about nobody excuses. They just gave how they fit. That's all they did. That's all they did. Just gave how they fit. And then you get this angry black woman, mucked up mother, and then everybody clapping and she up there doing a bow. For what? Who gets
I get that part. She was a little on the toxic side with her answer. But hey, she verbalized it the way she chose to verbalize it.
She was beyond toxic. Her toxicity was at a all-time high.
Allie.
I saw green just floating off of her, like, and then she had the nerve to get up and take a bow.
Because she felt justified in what she said.
No, because other toxic people within the audience like, you right, girl. You right.
Cherie says Sarah doesn't have the same issues the sisters do.
Sarah has the same issues because Sarah deals with the same men.
She does?
What's those issues?
Oh, I don't know. I guess everybody had the same.
Yeah, we can't say that. She don't have the same issues. What are those issues?
And then she says, but for them, she is right. Hello, Nadine. How are you? Thank everyone for joining the conversation. If before we really get into it, Derek, can you pin the link at the bottom?
Absolutely not.
Damn link. Hey Mo. Hey.
Absolutely not. Don't come in here. Don't come in.
Whatever, Derek. If y'all want to come on and speak your opinion, you are more than welcome to. Derek is going to pin the link in the comment section, so you can come on if you choose to speak your piece. You do not have to have your camera on because, of course, everybody else will see you. If you don't want to be seen, you do not have to have your camera on, but do not have don't play the podcast and talk at the same time because it causes interference and it sounds crazy. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. I don't think she's right at all. She's sick. See, look, Darlene says she's a sick individual. I don't agree with her, but I can say that what the other people were saying, that women are single by choice is because is that 60%. What was it? 60% of women say that they are happier not being in a relationship than being in a relationship.
And 50% of men.
And 50% of men are happier not being in a relationship than being in a relationship. And that's and you know, if that's how people are, people want to be single by choice, because you don't have to, you make yourself single by choice if you're not actively looking. That's how I feel single by choice is. If you're not actively looking to be in a relationship or looking for, you know, somebody to date, to get into a relationship with, you just good with being by yourself and you go out here and there, whatever, and you good, that to me is single by choice. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's a difference when people, from what I was seeing and watching, seeing and watching how men were saying that, oh, you know, that's women ain't single by choice. That's because don't nobody want them and this and that, whatever. So, and if that's the case, then I guess you're single by force. So it all depends on the woman and the situation. The woman. It depends on what that woman chooses to do. If she want to be single and she ain't looking for no man, then more power to her. I mean, I ain't knocking it. Miss Darlene about to chime in. Y'all about to get the real deal. Y'all about to get the real deal, Holyfield.
Right. You right, Cherie.
Darlene said I got this.
She was toxic. She was toxic and unhealed. And that's what she was speaking from, the pain and disappointment. She need to heal. You can't scream about healing and you not healed.
Thomas, wasn't nobody talking no pure goofy nonsense. Sheree says women always have options. May not be who she wants, but there's always some men around.
Is somebody coming on?
Yeah, we about to put her on now.
He about to take Miss Darlene out of the waiting room. Hi, Miss Darlene.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm good. You know, I'm gonna be on Shorty's side tonight.
That's all right. Somebody got to have
you know I'm never on his side. No, but you know what? Listen, you know, we used to have the sister circle, and I talked to many women over many years. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that this is applicable to everybody, but certainly, certainly, a lot of women. Now, when you talk, first of all, you know, the way that woman was screaming and carrying on, and it just pisses me off when people just agree with somebody. They probably didn't hear everything that she said, and they certainly didn't take it into consideration. You know, she tried to make it seem like all men are bad, all men aren't bad. And if men were that bad, why y'all keep trying to get them? Okay, that's my position. Okay, and so all men are not bad. There's a lot of great men, all right, in my opinion. And I think that what happens is that we don't give each other a chance to be the best that we can be. You have expectations of men that you don't even have of yourself. I remember I was just talking about this last night. I had asked a female, we were at an event, and I said, what are you looking for in a man? She pulled out, she went in her pocket. I was like, what the hell, you carry a list or something? You know, this wasn't a planned event, you know? And she went down this list, and I was like, oh my God. I said, you ain't even all of that. So how could you expect somebody else to be all of that? And then when you say by choice, well, I find this to be true more often than not. Like what happens is you've been through a lot of relationships, okay, and they didn't work out, and you can't just get it right. Then after a while, it's like, you know what? You throw in the towel and hope that God send you somebody. You know what I mean? And say, I'm happy being single. Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. From my perspective, I thank God that I'm married, because like there's so many things that are beneficial in a great relationship. You have each other. You have a soft place to land. You have somebody that got your back all the time. You don't have to do a lot of things that you otherwise would have to do, like fixing your car, making sure the tires are right, fixing shit in the house. All these things that I don't even like to throw away dirty grease after you cook. I never knew what to do with it. Somebody finally explained it to me. But and then when you get sick, I had a friend that was recently sick, and she was single, very sick. And she didn't have, like, home by yourself. You need somebody to rub, so when people say I'm happy being alone, but then you always looking for somebody. Let's be real about it, okay? My preference is to have someone. However, I have not found anyone that I have been able to maintain a great, steady relationship with. There are people out there that are fantastic, but you're so judgmental and critical, people run away from you. I think men, with regards to men, all I know is my sons. I don't really, in my family, right? And I know I'm gonna get a lot of smoke for this, but none of my sons are married, right? And my position is, like my grandmama said, why buy the cow when you get the milk free? And I think that we have to have a standard. We have to have a standard and say, listen, I'm not doing all of this for you. I don't mind doing it, but I need something in return. I need some security too, So I know, like, people want to say certain things, and people just say shit because it's popular to say, but when you really look into your heart, how do you really feel about this? You know what? I'll take being in a relationship over being single every day of the week. There it is.
All right now, Miss Darlene.
That's all. I'll listen.
All right, Miss Darlene.
All right, guys.
We appreciate your comment.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think that we have to start saying the truth. People always want to say what's politically correct to say. It's like, I don't need that, and the one that really gets me, he ain't shit. Well, I'm like, well, if he ain't shit, what that make you? Ain't shit too, because you the one that had him. You know what I mean? So if he ain't shit, why would you accept the ain't shit nigga? So, I think that people have to look into who they are and how they really feel instead of going with the popular answer. You know what I mean? And for Darlene, it's like, I enjoy being married. We have our ups and downs, I have to kick his butt like I would probably have to do Sean if I was married to him. But he's worth keeping, right, Sean?
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Have a good conversation. I'll be listening.
All right, Darlene. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And with that, let's get back to family.
Don't make me have to. You wait till I see you.
No. Yeah. I guess it's my turn.
I guess it is. But Miss Cherie says just because you're married or involved doesn't mean they're going to take care of you.
Don't mean that they not neither. You can say the same thing on both sides of the coin. So
absolutely,
people say that, it's like, but
take care of you.
Well, what we can say is if you're single, ain't nobody gonna take care of you.
First, out of the gate, I would say, our disclaimer.
Oh gosh.
Get the disclaimer out of the way, because I know this is gonna be a little controversial. So get your little insults out of the way. We gay, our mama black, who hurt us, we hate ourselves, all those different things, which is a segue into The song.
Meet me at the podcast with your comments. Stop calling Kyra. She ain't gonna do it. Tell you all the time, y'all. Say something relevant. Let's get candid.
Yeah.
How to get that out of the way, because you already know how this gonna go.
It's gonna be a good conversation.
Yeah, I get it, but you already know. Because it's a female-driven conversation, and sometimes a lot of females, they don't like the opposition or the flip side of the coin. So with saying all that, the first thing I'll say is when it comes to a high percentage of women that say they're single by choice, I think y'all full of shit. I really do. I believe y'all full of shit. I believe because first, I would say if the perfect man that you're looking for was to approach you and to court you and whatever your fantasy is, you would leave that market. But because that man is not approaching you, you're single. I think it's a delusional stance because maybe the man that you looking for isn't trying to court you or choose you. Because I heard a woman say to me before that is women supposed to settle? And I said, okay, is women supposed to settle? I said, but a lot of times what I see,
settle for what?
Settle as far as in men. Because what I see in a lot of cases is lack of self-awareness. Where you really are. The person who you really are. I mean, like, do you understand who you are? Your attitudes, your arrogance, all of those different things. You can probably have a 5, but because they have in their mind that they think that they deserve a 10, which is your business. I don't have a problem with that. You think you deserve a man in a 10%. But because that man in the 10 percentile is not approaching you, that men in a lower percentile is approaching you, you think that's a settle. When it's not a settle, that's your equivalent. If you're a 5, you get a 5. But the problem is a lot of people don't believe that they're 5. A lot of women don't believe they're 5s. And I truly believe that it's everybody, all you guys talk the talk, and I get it. Everybody's 10s, everybody's beautiful. I've heard a spiel where they were like, let's say, like it's a heavyset singer, right? Who was in controversy, and it was like, oh, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. She take her, she wear, limited clothes. She don't mind showing her body and all of this, and everybody, all the women were like, you're beautiful. Let your beauty shine and all of that stuff. But the first time you say you look like that person, you remind me of that person, you'll get offended. Guaranteed. If somebody say you look like Lizzo or you look like Precious,
I wish a motherfucker would.
But no. But you guys lie to each other all the time. Everybody's are 10s, and you're not. Everybody is not 10s. Like men understand that.
But we know that too, because I don't think everybody's beautiful.
That's not the way you treat it. Like Miss Darlene said, it's time to start being realistic. And I believe a lot of women set themselves up because they're looking for a certain type of man that's not looking for them. And that's just the facts.
Could it just be that some women are just not actively looking for a man?
That's why
they just comfortable
And that's why I said, if that right man came to sweep you off your feet, would you leave that single place? A lot of women would. But the problem is that man ain't coming to sweep you off your feet because that's not where you are, or possibly.
But I don't think that women are saying I'm never gonna date or I'm never gonna be in a relationship. They just stating, to me, they just stating what they are right now, single by choice.
No, but the same thing like Sean is saying, they're single by choice because the person that they want didn't choose them.
They're choosing them. So it's indirect.
Mm-hmm.
You're choosing to stay single because the men that's probably trying to court you or date you, you don't want them. You want Drake.
Right.
But Flavor Flav is hollering.
And he could keep hollering.
Using the two extremes. I'm just trying to get you to understand the point.
I understand what you're saying, darling.
The whole settle thing, I think, is very, very interesting because when I hear some people say that, and when I'm having conversations with certain women, it's like you have this picture of a certain man in your head that you feel you want, right? You want this type of man that's in your head. Anything less of that man to you is settling. But the man may be your equivalent that you feel you settling for because you think you should get him when he ain't gonna come at you or go at you because you ain't you ain't that type of dip.
Is that really what it is?
From my experience. Not saying everybody, not saying always, but from my experience, from just being in this space, this podcast space, from being in a mentor space, like you got a lot of young men nowadays saying that they don't want women with children, because like I sent you the
So that's why men are single, because they don't want women with children.
Well, what I'm saying is, there's a sleeve of men that are single that don't want to deal with a woman with children. They would rather have their own family. There's a bunch of men that they call the passport bros that's choosing to go in other places to find women because they feel that they're raised different.
Because they're raised to be respectful to their marriage and be respectful to their husband.
Yes.
But
This is
American women think that to be respectful is to say that they're beneath you.
Yes, like cousin, remember, we had this conversation about a lot of polls that came out. Like the 1/3 of women that say that they only go out for food.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go out because they're interested in a man. It's just to get something to eat. Like men, a lot of women don't deal with what men have to. Well, they don't understand what a lot of men have to deal with in single spaces. They only go off of what they deal with and what they want. But you ask them the same thing about what they would want for their sons, and you'll get the reality. Because what a lot of women do to men, they don't want done to their sons. And that's just a fact. So the dating scene is weird.
And that's a powerful statement.
But I think that goes both ways, because just like if a man has daughters and he's not that great of a man, you don't, what you do to women, you don't want done to your child. You don't want your daughter to go through what you put women through.
It's a different type. Nope. I have to go back on that. Nope. It depends on the man. Now, men who care.
I just said that.
What?
I just said if you're a man that's not such a great man to women.
No. Let me finish. That's what I'm saying. It's not even that. It's not even because a man who's not that great is not a great man to women. may not be that great of a father either.
That's true.
So it's a fact. It may be actually, could actually not care either way. Where a good father is not going to want to do anything crazy, want any man to come and do anything crazy to their daughter, so they think about how they move. But women, on the other hand, will smoke. Some women, I ain't gonna say all women, some women, on the other hand, will do a man dirty and then turn around and talk crap about the female who did the same thing to their child.
And the weird part is we hear a lot of experiences with bad men, right? Mm-hmm. Experiences with bad men. Those same experiences could have been with good men.
It could have been.
Nobody told you to allow this 5-year relationship, 3-year relationship, 1-year relationship to continue with this bad man. The same time could have been experienced with a good man or a different type of man. Right. So either you're not choosing the right man or the right man is not choosing you.
Facts.
I had this conversation online around about 2 days ago. And it was a post where some women were talking crazy, cussing, just talking about it. And I just went on that post and I said, good men see posts like this too. They see the F words, the N words, the B words, they see all of this stuff. So if you're saying that you would like a good man to approach you, to court you, and your social media is filthy, that's another way that you're eliminating good men to actually approach you because they already see you.
Facts.
They already see that you nasty, your mouth is nasty, you're disrespectful. But people act like the only people see their Facebook posts or their Instagram posts or their whatever post is the ones that's on the posts. No, there's good men that's watching. Mm-hmm. So maybe the reason why no good men are approaching you is because of you.
I could agree with that.
They watching who you. They watching. Social media tell you. Social media tell you immediately when you look onto somebody's to even friend them. They tell you who they're friends with, who they follow. So if a good man comes and see that, oh, you follow Randy, and they already know Randy is toxic as heck, so they already going to associate you with that.
But everybody that's on your Facebook page and who you follow and stuff like that, sometimes you don't even know them people.
Yeah, it's not about you knowing the people. It's about
you can't really judge. You can't really judge a person about who they.
You can judge a person by who they follow.
You can judge me. You can have your opinion of me once you get to know me.
You can judge a person. You can judge a person by who they follow.
I understand what you're saying, but I think dialogue. I think dialogue is a bit further. I mean, employers exactly. Look at the social media page when they want to see who you are. Who am I hiring? Mm-hmm. Who's the person I'm hiring? Let me look at their social media. Let me look at how they conduct themselves. Now, if I'm a man in the top 10%, and when I look on your page and all I see is get drunk, N-word this, B-word that, is that something that I would want to really, deal with?
Right. But let me say off of this, like, I'm not saying who you're friends with. I'm talking about who you follow. Because you show me who you follow, I'll tell you, you get a good picture of who that person is.
I get what you're saying.
That's just facts. If you following, like as T said, if you following city girls and you following all these ratchet, loud, toxic situations, and then I'm already gonna know that's what you're into. You're not watching this stuff like that. It's so disgusting. I can't watch that no more. Let me go find another one. No, this is what you're into. So this is what you relate to.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I just like on a outside of that, I just truly feel the whole concept of I'm single by choice to a lot of people, a lot of women. It's because the men that you want, they ain't checking for you. So you ain't got no other choice to be single because of the man that you want, he ain't checking for you. And the men that's gravitating to you, you don't want them because you think that they're not on your level or equipped for you, when they may be the exact equivalent to you. If you make 30,000, 40,000, and they make like you'll have somebody that make $30,000, right? $40,000, even let's say $50,000. A man that make $60,000, he ain't enough for her. You got to make 100. You got to make 100, 150. So you will dismiss the man that make 60 instead of saying, you know what, my 50 and your 60, if we put that together, we may have a good life. But instead, no, I'm going to stay single and pay 100% of these bills versus being with that guy and paying probably 50, 40, 30%.
Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to say that it's unbelievable if a woman isn't actively looking for somebody?
It's not unbelievable.
Why is that an unbelievable thing? Why does she have to be overlooking these men? Why does she have to? Why is this person not checking for her, or the type of person she wants isn't checking for her? Why can't she just be comfortable in her own state?
Never said that.
Right now, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. So I'm not actively looking
I never said that.
Relationship.
I never said that. I said in my experiences. In my experiences.
Okay. Kevin, let
me say this, Derek, and you have it. My experiences, what I've seen was a lot of women that feel they at a level that they are not. They're looking for a man that's on a higher level, but that man is looking for them.
Okay, and I understand that, and I could totally agree with that part.
Not all.
I agree with that.
I'm talking about, let me finish. Not all women. I can't speak for all men or all women. I'm talking about my experiences. From me speaking to women, me speaking to men, me being in certain spaces, me mentoring, me just witnessing certain things. I've seen a lot of women that they're looking for somebody up here. They may be here, but a man that's here, they're not good enough for the woman that's down here.
And I get that.
So if they don't get the man that's up here, they feel that this man is settling when it's not. He's actually higher than you because you're here and he's here. But you want the man that's up here. So what I said, it's a delusional thing of saying I'm choosing to be single, but that's because that man that's up here ain't choosing you.
I get that part, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like
I'm
just saying from my perception of it is the more of it is. That's what a lot of, and it's because, like I said, I was researching this stuff just as well, and that's all you really hear the men saying. But you never hear a man say, "Well, maybe she just don't want to date. Maybe she just comfortable. Maybe she just chilling right now." Never saying that the woman. Never saying that a woman is not is against dating or against being in a relationship, but she just single by choice because that's where she at right now.
But let me ask you a question, because if you single by choice, then your answer is going to be no. What superstar? I already know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you, what superstar, what male movie star or famous person that just does it for you? Your all time.
I know where you going.
My what?
Your all time favorite male
celebrity. Who you like?
Who you like? Who do it for you? Who be like, look, baby?
This ain't hard. Don't spit it out.
I'm thinking.
Who you like? You like Flavor Flav?
Get the hell out of here.
Ice JJ Fish. Who you like?
I'm thinking
Idris.
Let's just go with it. No, that's not your thing. You're so difficult.
Because you know
know where you go.
I could say Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, so Michael B. Jordan.
I like Michael B. Jordan.
You choosing. You say, hey, I'm choosing to be single. I want to be single. I'm chilling. That's not where I am now. Michael B. Jordan comes up to you that same day and said, "Oh, Kat, how you doing? I would like to take you out. Can I take you out sometime?" You're not going to say, "Oh, no, thank you," because I want to be single right now.
You going?
Go out.
You going?
And Meek even said it. Drake, anybody, the Drakes of the world, Michael B. Jordan, the Idrises, all of them. If you get those type of guys walk up to you when you are supposed to be single by choice and say, "Hey, can I take you out?"
I'm going.
You're in the car.
If it's a celebrity, absolutely, I'm going.
No, I'm not talking about the celebrity. I'm talking about those type of people.
If I'm single, married,
but that's what we're saying.
Yes, I'm going.
But that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. It's a delusion. That's what we're saying. It's delusional because if the right man, if the guy you want approached you to date you and court you, you ain't gonna be single no more. But the problem
I understand what you're saying, but I just said, if y'all heard me say, that doesn't mean because a woman is saying that she's single by choice means that she is totally against dating and being in a relationship. It could just be that she's single by choice at that time because you don't know her story. You don't know what this person has been through. So when you ask me, if I just got out of a relationship with somebody and somebody asks me a question and I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm single. I'm single by my own choice. That's right. I'm taking the time.
Michael comes to you that same day. Michael comes to you that same day. But Michael comes to you that same day and asks you out on a date, and you in the car.
We can't go out on a date because
you ain't getting no therapy.
If I just got out of because for what? Because it's not gonna work. If I just got out of a relationship with somebody, it's not gonna work because whatever issues I'm having that caused my relationship to break up, you still got to deal with that. Why take it somebody that you want to be with and fuck it up?
Not single.
But the point is, you have yet to heal.
That's
but
stupid.
if one of those types walk up to you and ask you out that same day somebody asks you, hey, Kat, why are you single? You say, I'm single by choice. You don't know my story. I'm trying to heal. But then if a Michael B. Jordan walks up to you and say, yo, let me take you out, you in the car. And if he call you the next day and say, hey, let me take you out, you're in the car. And he say, hey, let me fly you here, you're on the airplane. You're in a relationship and it's okay. You haven't done no healing.
Why would you be in a relationship if you already know you're gonna fuck it up because you're not done healing your own self?
Because it's the person you want. Because it's the person you want.
Yes, that's what you're missing. No. It's not a whole point of being single by choice. You're single. You're saying you're single by choice because the person that you would like to choose.
Then if you don't, okay. But if you still don't heal yourself, your ass gonna be single again.
No matter what, it's still
gonna end up single again.
Right, but that's the point.
It's still the point.
That's not the end result. Is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the beginning result. The fact that some women are lying to themselves or trying to empower themselves by saying I'm single by choice, when the realness of it is you're not single by choice. You're single because the person you want has yet to choose you. And when that person chooses you, that single by choice goes out the window and you're in the car. Hey, boo, I'm so glad you found me.
No.
Stop.
I'm ready to live this life. I'm ready to live this life of happiness. You ain't go to therapy. You ain't healed nothing. You ain't figuring out your life. Because the man that you wanted, the type of man that you want, is now interested in you.
Exactly.
So now you're gonna be there. Hey, boo.
Stop.
I'm ready for it all. Bring it to me. I'm ready. I deserve this.
That's why I said percentage.
To be by yourself all over again.
I'm saying my choice
To be
is
by yourself all over again.
that whole 90%. That whole 90%. I'm single by choice.
Because that's what it ends up being. If you jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, why are you jumping from relationship to relationship? Because in between all of that, you're not taking the time out to be single and to be by yourself, to heal yourself, so you don't have to keep jumping from this relationship to that relationship to that relationship, because you bring all your toxicity to the next relationship.
Right.
You have to first deal with yourself before you could deal with somebody else.
We agree, but the reality is, if you talking about you single and the right guy that you want pull up on you, it's over.
It's not the time for it. And I don't know why that's so hard to accept that. So it could be the right guy. It could be the right guy, but it may not be the right time.
But that's we already established that you are a unicorn. So you'll be the one to say it's not the right time. But majority will say 80% of the women, 80% of the women out there.
Let's play this with that. She already said she going.
Right. You're right. You're right. You already said that you was in the car. You was going.
I'm going on a date. Yes, I'm going on a date with Michael B. Jordan.
Right, and if he call you the next day,
I'm not going to be in a relationship with Michael B. Jordan. It's a difference between.
If he call you the next day,
I'm not going to be in a relationship. No, because it's
not
the
right. Next day.
If I have shit to work on, it's not the right time.
But are you going the next day?
Let me take care of me first.
But are you going the next day?
And if I'm the right person for you, then guess what? When I'm done taking care of me and figuring out what the hell wrong in my life, then you'll still be ringing my phone.
Are you going the next day?
You wouldn't have went.
What?
If that was the case, and he came with intentions, you would have said, no, Michael B. Jordan, we can't do this because I'm not ready.
If he came and we were just going out on a date.
What is a date, cousin? What's a date?
It's one date.
No,
but if you talking about me just now getting out of a relationship and me jumping into another one.
No, we talked about dating. I said it already. Dating and courting.
But if you're not going, you're not going on the first date. You're going. Okay, you met him on Monday.
It's time to do it. If it's not, then it's not. I'm not gonna put myself in that type of situation.
So you met him on Monday, and I want all the ladies, because we got 9 people in here, and I know at least 7 of them are women. You met him on Monday. He took you out on Tuesday. He called you on Thursday and said, "How would I take you out again? Are you going?"
Yeah, she going.
He's not talking to me. He's talking to the other women.
I'm talking to you too. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to he called you on Thursday and said, I want to go. I want to take you out again. Are you going? Majority of them, yes, they're going. He called you again on Friday. I had such a good time last night. I'm in town. I'm still in town. I want to take you to lunch. Are you going? Yes, you're still going. Sunday, he calls you. Hey, I can't get you out of my mind. I want to see you again. Are you going? Exactly. Yes, you're going. You see him again on Monday. You see him again on Tuesday. Are you going? Yes. Y'all are talking.
No.
Now when you can't see you, you're talking on the phone to him. You're texting him. Y'all are talking. You're becoming emotionally involved with someone who you said you were not ready for. But now because he's the person that you want, you're all of a sudden magically ready.
And I'm still not ready for him.
That's you. Then we're going to take it off of you. You know.
Because I'm still not ready for him. I'm not putting myself in nobody's position to be continuously being single. No, not doing it.
We see women all the time. Continuously.
Well, I can't speak. I'm only speaking I speak for myself. I can't speak for every woman because I'm not in everybody's shoes, and I'm not. My mindset ain't the same as everybody else.
Get to say it. Let me say it. You got women continuously waste their time with the wrong person. Now,
I'm sorry, Sean. Darlene, I don't understand what you're saying.
Let me say it. You got women all the time say that they wasted their time with the wrong person. Now, the right person show up. That 10% guy, she's out. It's over. Because the same time you spent with the bad guy, you could have spent with the good guy.
You could have.
You just wasted your time.
Thank you, George.
Going on dates is okay. Courting is for if I'm going on dates is I meet you on Monday, I go out with you on Tuesday. Now if I'm going out with you every other day and I'm talking to you every day on the phone, you're doing more than just dating. You're doing more than just going on dates. So I need y'all to stop lying to yourselves.
Yeah, stop doing
y'all
that.
Stay lying to yourself to make yourself feel better about the fact that, and that's why there's always a disconnect.
Why is that a lie?
Because men are out here.
You can't just go out on a date and hang out with somebody and it don't have to be important. It don't have to be a important situation. It don't have to be a important situation.
If I see you
you can't do that.
Let me answer you.
I'm just asking, you can't do that.
Let me answer you. If I see you at the bus stop and I say, hey, I would like to take you out on a date, and we go out on a date, and like Derek said, the next time, the next day I hit you, now we're getting into something because I'm interested in you. Now I'm wasting my money, my time, and my resources. A lot of women don't look at it that way. They just want to go out to eat. But at the same time, if you're not interested in me and I'm sitting here wasting my time, my money, leave me alone. Tell me no, I'm good.
Thank you. There's always a disconnect. That's the disconnect.
Tell me that. So don't tell me dating versus courting versus this versus that. If you want to start going out for happy hour, that's just seeing if we have a connection, fine. But I don't think you should go on a second date, a third date, a fourth date if you're truly not interested.
And I absolutely agree with that. You shouldn't be going out on dates.
But you already know, Ali, stop it. Cut it out.
If you're not interested in that
y'all bugging now. You're bugging.
And I absolutely agree with that.
Women,
if I walk up to you and say, hey, how you doing? I would like to take you out sometime. That is not me telling you I want to be your friend. Y'all gotta stop making up these excuses. Cut the nonsense out. Y'all just be lying to yourself. If I come to you and say, hey, friend, let's go grab lunch, that's me being a friend. If I come to you and say, hey, can I take you out sometime? Hey, how you doing? Can I get your number? Can I take you out? I want to hang out and get to know you better. That's what exactly it is. So if I'm getting to know you, if I'm spending a day, if I'm spending 3 days, if I'm talking to you every day and every other day I'm taking you out.
So I'm trying to get so you come up to me and I don't want to be courted or be in a relationship with you, and I say to you, oh, we could go hang, we could go out to do whatever, but I'm not looking to be in a relationship with nobody. Is that better? Is that better for you?
Of course.
All right then.
My point to you is,
both on the same page. So if you still want to take me out on that date, then so be it. If you don't, you be like, oh, okay, and keep it pushing. It ain't hard.
Let me say this. I've heard from a lot of women, in a lot of different spaces, that a woman know when they see you and interact with you, that they know if they want to sleep with you or not. Okay. You ever heard that?
I've heard that, yes.
Okay, so if we go on that first date and we decide to go on a second date, stop playing. You already know what it is.
Stop playing. You already know.
You already decided that, you know what, this is somebody that I would like to deal with.
But now there's a new thing that was added because now there's the finesse. So I'm gonna get everything I can get out of this person. I'm gonna get dinner. I'm gonna get some shoes. I'm gonna get my phone bill paid. I'm gonna get all. And so y'all play this game, and then you start saying nonsense like Joy just said, because now men just want. No, men are playing the same game you playing now because you finessing. So now you turn around and then you expect a man not to finesse. Stop, y'all. We got to stop playing this game. If you're interested in a relationship, but if you're not, let the brother know you're not interested, and then the brother can move on, or he can choose to.
And yes, women should be letting these men know from the door what it is. Same way men should be letting these women know from the door what it is.
Right.
So y'all both playing games.
But if he come to you and tell you he want to take you out, then that's what he want to do. He want to get to know you.
All right. And if I tell him, and if I choose to tell him I'm not looking for nothing like that, and you still choose to want to take me out,
then that's on him.
That's on him.
That's on him.
But
That's where you jump. That's when you jump into the friend game.
That women don't do that. Yes, some women do play games, and some women don't. Right. It all depends on who you choose to pick.
Right, and that's where the friend game come in at. That's where that friend game come in. Because now if I come in and I say, can I take you out? You say I'm not interested in going and making a relationship. You know, if you want to hang out, we can hang out. We can just be cool. If that's his, now he makes that choice. Do I still want to be interested? Do I want to play this game and let her get to know me and then maybe she'll change her mind? He takes that risk. But if a dude saying, yo, I really want to get with you, and then you saying, no, I'm not interested, then he move on.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I just said.
Right.
But,
and that's why I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But this level of nonsense here that we got, where we thinking like, we can go hang out with a friend. No, because if he never asked to be your friend, stop trying to put him there. Tell him you're not interested. That's where that whole friend zone nonsense came from. These men never asked to be a friend. They didn't come here to say, yo, I want to be your friend. Hey, buddy, you seem like a good person. I want to be friend. No, they want to get with you.
Joy, Twitter fingers, to dial up and get on the show instead of typing 50 times.
Said, so we all saying the same thing in different ways. It's not a game. It's not a game. And people shouldn't play with people's feelings like it is a game.
No, the problem is a lot of women deal with the situation of thinking there's something that they're not, and then saying I'm single by choice. You ain't single by choice. You single because the man that you want ain't choosing you.
Thomas, you would say that. Games are not fun when you playing with people.
And at this moment,
emotions.
The women begin to take their earrings out their ear.
Wait, what happened? Wait, I missed it. What happened?
When Sean said that, at that moment, that's when the women started taking their earrings out their ear. Like, did he just say, I think I'm not what I'm.
Off.
Wait,
did they actually be a husband?
You said women are what?
Taking off their earrings right now.
No, what was the statement? What Sean, you said women are what?
I said before, a lot of women are not single by choice. They're single because the man that they may be looking for is not looking for them.
Okay.
So they got no other choice but to be single.
Right.
Okay.
And Joy, and here, look, did they ask to be a husband? Joy, let me tell you, I'll be out here and I put it straight out on Front Street. I'm a husband. I'm not out here. I'm not out here dating for fun. Dating out just for kicking rocks. I'm a husband. I got some healing that I need to do, but I'm a husband.
That don't need to be said, because if the man that they're looking for ain't choosing them anyway, he's never gonna come and say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Sean, a husband." He ain't never gonna approach you.
Right.
The one that you don't want or you feel you above is the one that's approaching you. But you put him in a friend zone, you turn him down, you leave him on the side because you feel that he's not good enough for you.
Right.
Ali said, but what if you're not looking?
Who cares? We're talking about the man that you're looking for you. He has to look for you first. He has to approach you first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you gotta approach.
We're putting the cart before the horse. The man that you want don't want you.
But do we really
That's why a lot of people single, because they think they 10s and they're not. They think they're 8s and they're not. So when a 6 guy or 7 guy approach them, they're looking for a 10 guy when they're not a 10 woman. You're a 5. And 5 ain't bad. It's average.
How about that?
What's that?
I said I'm a 20. How about that?
I believe you. And out of 120 ain't bad. But you understand that. We got a lot of women that's 5s. that's cute, average women, but they believe that because they believe they 10s. So when a 6 guy approached them, they don't want them. They put their ass in the friend zone. Take me to get coffee.
Right.
Because I'm
Allie said,
Look, be my work husband.
Allie says, this is not Lionel Richie. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Some men need to speak up as well as women.
The problem is the man that you looking to speak up ain't looking to speak to you. Not you, Allie, but you get what I'm saying. You're looking for somebody who ain't looking for you. So because those guys are not looking for you, you say, I'm going to choose to stay single until the right man, until God sends me. Let me go with the deacon. You hear me, deacon? Until God sends me the right man, I'm going to stay single, which he ain't never coming. That man ain't never coming.
He did come. God sent him 3 times. He done took him to lunch.
No, what I'm saying is the man that's in their head, he ain't never coming. But God sent him. That God sent you the right man, and you left him in your inbox. You left him at the PTA meeting. Mm-hmm. You ain't calling back. You ain't texting. None of that, because you feel like dealing with him is settling, and it's not. It's your equivalent. His 60,000, 70,000, and your 40,000 that puts you at 110. You have a nice life, have a beautiful home, do your thing, but instead you looking for Drake.
Joy says men choose who they want, so why can't women?
That's the problem, because you can't choose somebody you can't get. You probably get slammed, meaning have sex. He probably sleep with you, but he ain't gonna wife you. It's not gonna happen. Now it's funny that you take, Thomas is probably saying what he's saying. I don't know of another man, but me and Derek, that's in men's spaces, is trying to give you guys game.
Darlene says, what's perceived as a 10? Looks, clothes, intellect, what?
All of that. I guess. Whatever. I don't know. All of that. The status, socially, physically, financially, emotionally, mentally, everything. You know Flavor Flav and Idris Elba is 2 totally different sides of the spectrum.
Thomas, we already know that men and women are not the same.
Like, we can't do this. Like, let's stop doing that.
We already know that.
When you look at Flav and you look at Idris, you get a difference. Okay. You know if a man is handsome or not. You know if a man pull up in a beat up Civic and a man pull up in a Bentley, what's different? You know, a man, wearing whatever he wearing, and a man pull up in a 3-piece suit with some Creed on, lined up the right way. Yeah, I mean, let's stop doing that.
Everybody has their own choices in what everybody has their own choices in what they like and what they prefer to date.
And I'm not
like to
but I can tell you this. I can tell you this right now. If Eldridge pulled up in a beat up Civic, and Flavor Flav pulled up in a Bentley, I can guarantee you that majority of those women are gonna go get in that Bentley.
They going in a Bentley.
They're not.
That's why I said what I said. I said I'm just saying, some people would like to date Flavor Flav. I mean, hell, he had 2-3 seasons of women kissing all up on him and boinking him.
Celebrity. That's because of celebrity. But a lot of women that we know that's in these they ain't dealing with no celebrities. They ain't dealing with no celebrities. Oh, stop playing.
No, I'm laughing at one of the viewers. She was like, hell no, not me.
And I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, everybody's a 10. Everybody's a 10. Everybody, I gotta stop that. Like, everybody in 10s.
Because Dolly, you stupid. You said I ain't doing to give to somebody else. Y'all better stop sleeping on. Y'all better stop sleeping on good old Flav.
I get it. Because I already know. I've been in the I've been in the music circle and seen some of the craziest things.
That man got 10 whole kids. Somebody wanted them.
That's my point. That's my point.
Somebody still want them.
I've seen some of the craziest. But when you're dealing with everyday people, you have some women that feel, like I said, some women that's probably fives feel like, no, I want a man up here.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't coming because he don't view you as an equivalent. He don't view you as equal. That man that worked for the bus company, putting in them overtime hours, got a nice house, you know, nice car. You can go on vacations every once in a while. Go on, make a family and go on handle your business. You keep waiting for Drake, he ain't never coming. He ain't never coming. Joy keep typing. Get on the show and stop typing because we ready to get out of here in a minute.
Joy said she ain't got her head. Leave her alone.
Put her hat on. What Joy said?
She said, Flay, Biggie, oh my God, Lil Wayne, come on, not.
I'm not going to go there.
Wayne got some pretty baby mamas, though. He ain't never been married, but he got some very pretty baby mothers.
He sure do. And every last one of them saw that Bentley pull up.
Yes, that's celebrity. Celebrity and money of a certain, it's different.
How you know he hung low? You was hanging out with Flav?
Hey, maybe she saw something that we did, and you never know. Somebody like it. Well, them damn babies.
Yeah. Yeah. No matter what, you have a lot of people that feel they're at a certain level where they're not at.
Joy,
they're looking for somebody on that level, and it's never going to happen.
Nadine says, when I first went out with my now husband, he didn't even have a job.
Nadine's now husband is a legend. We ain't even going to discuss him. She saw the potential in that man who was probably 6'1", was brolic. So she saw the potential. So she already knew. And we ain't going to discuss it because he's my best friend.
Derek, did you put the link in the comments?
I forgot.
Best friend, so we can't talk about it.
Joy, he put the link. Just hit the link. He was supposed to have Benz in it.
I'm gonna go take a break when Joy comes.
No, you ain't.
No. Man, let Joy talk her piece. Yeah.
Cause Joy don't just get up and talk a piece. She gotta tell a story. She gotta give a whole little. She like now.
What's Joy?
She coming 19. She like it was 1985.
No, Joy, Coach Joy.
Joy. You know Joy.
Coach Joy.
We got two Joys. We got Track Joy.
Track Joy.
We got
Track Joy. Okay.
Track Joy.
Because I'm about to say, I just went and bought me some baby backs, right? Wrapped them, seasoned them all up, wrapped them, let them go for like 4 hours.
I'll be right back.
My daughter wanted McRib.
I'll be right back, y'all.
So I went and got me some baby back. I took the bones out of them once I let them go for 4 hours. Nadine, her husband, AD, he make his own barbecue sauce. It's coming.
All right, I'm on cooking Dan. What's up?
That's what I got waiting for me. What'd you say?
I said I'm here. I was typing. I'm sick, so excuse me. But I think what you guys were saying, we all saying the same thing. But at the end of the day, we can choose. Why men can choose who they want when they want to, and we supposed to accept them, whether we are 1 or a 10. It doesn't matter. We have the right to say what we want. We're not sitting around, but usually the men be like, oh, I want to take you on a date. And the first thing a woman thinks is like, oh, okay, well, this is going to turn into a relationship. That's what we're looking for. I'm quite sure 9 out of 10 women that go on a date think they're starting a future, not thinking it's just going to be a booty call. And if they don't want anything, they're going to tell them from the door. Like, I don't want to start a relationship. I just want to go out on a date. So you know what it is from the door.
Are you listening to everything that we're saying?
We all agree on it. Y'all were just saying a different way from her. What's the difference?
Joy, we're talking about the women that want relationships.
Okay, yes. We want relationships, but what's here mine says some of the girls don't know how to handle relationships, but it's not that we can't handle relationships. Is that we get to pick and choose just like you guys.
Deal with the conversation here. You're dealing with two different conversations. Deal with the conversation here. We're talking about the women. We're talking about the women that say they want relationships. But what we're saying is a lot of women are delusional because they're looking for men that they may not be on the same level as, who are not choosing them. So it's not a thing of you're single by choice. You're single because the man that you're looking for isn't looking for you.
But why are you saying that we're looking for somebody? What make you think that we're looking for somebody? Like, because why are you saying that?
That's what I'm saying.
If we're single by choice, what make you think we're looking for this man to be? If you're not ready, then you're not ready.
We're not
But you're saying the one that we're looking for, because you guys switched the conversation. Because when you first started talking, she was saying that when she just wants to go out on a date. And you saying, no, y'all don't want no date. You want to, they got to be in a relationship. And that's when I mentioned about the courting and the dating. Because there's nothing wrong with going on a date if I'm not ready for a relationship.
Joy, you came in late. What I said was, in my experiences, listening to women. Right. In the rooms that I've been in, on the pages and the experiences that I've had. Excuse me, when I have conversations with these women, you'll have a 5 that's looking for a 10. But the problem is they'll say they single by choice because they're waiting for the man that they feel they're equivalent to. Mm-hmm. But in their mind, they feel they're equivalent to somebody that's higher when they actually are not. So that man is never going to come and get you.
He might. But
I mean, maybe they're not in the same circle. Maybe they got to go outside their circle.
No matter what, 20, let's say our women, 25% of Black women are married, right?
Okay. I don't know the percentage. I'll say okay.
But you'll hear a lot of women say they want to be married. But when you speak to them, they'll say that they don't want an average man. But when you ask them about their life, they're average women. When you look at them, they're average women. But they want a man that's in the top 10%. So you can't be an average woman looking for somebody in the top 10%. And then say, why am I being chosen? Because the man that's actually equivalent to you, you throw him away. You keep him in, you keep his inbox, you keep that inbox unread. When he's the one that's actually equivalent to you. That's why I said
I can agree to some point.
That's why I said Drake's never coming. Drake ain't never coming. You ain't going on that yacht. You gonna go to Disney World. You're going to go to Great Adventures. That's where you going. But everybody think they're a star. Everybody think they're a superstar.
And they should think they're a superstar, and they should think higher up, because we're supposed to elevate. The man that I get, I want to elevate me. Or the woman that you get, you should want your woman to elevate you. So you got to kind of like think higher. So why do we have to think that we got to
get the man that... want. But if you're a 5 and a
But why
6,
you keep giving? Why you keep giving a 5 or giving us a number and saying that we got to get with somebody on the same 5 or 6? Why can't I get with somebody on a 10?
You can want that. You can want that. But
don't you men want that? Don't you men want that? And you usually can go and get what you want.
Okay.
No, we can't. No, we cannot. Why do y'all keep saying that? Why do y'all keep saying that? No, we cannot. If a man is a 2, he's not even allowed. He's not even allowed in the same kitchen with a bunch of educated, beautiful black women. Why do y'all keep thinking that? What misconception?
Then a lot more of us should be married than if they were all if we were all equal.
Because y'all not looking at the 2. You're looking at the guy that's working, that works right next to you, that goes to work, because he would make the same thing you work. He makes the same thing you make, and I don't need that. But you doing the job. How you meet somebody doing the same job you doing and talking about, well, I can't date him?
Hold up, Derek. The way
that is true.
Hold up, Joy. The way that men and women look at each other for relationships is different. Women look for protection and providence, right? Men initially that's on that level is already a protector and provider. They're looking for someone feminine, beautiful, and respectful.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the same. Men and women that's on those levels don't look at things the same. Mm-hmm. So when you say, "Oh, why men?" Because that's why a Flavor Flav in a Bentley can sleep with a beautiful woman from the hood. If he didn't have that Bentley, he ain't getting no ass. Because women look for providers and protectors.
Mm-hmm.
But because he in a Bentley don't mean he is a protector.
They'll take a provider. They'll take a provider over a protector, because they got side dudes that'll protect.
Some of you are so much into wanting to have a debate that you're not listening to logic.
I just don't think it's fair. I get everything that you're saying. I just don't agree that we cannot think, if I want a man that is a lawyer,
Joy,
why can't I get me a man that's a lawyer?
If it ain't about being fair, because if it was about being fair, then if somebody came into the house and now I gotta go die to save you, somebody may say that's not fair. If we're supposed to be equal.
But that's the profession you took on.
I'm talking about a man and a woman. I'm talking about a man and a woman in a relationship.
I get it, but it's not. I want to choose what I want to choose. You go and you see a woman. You go into a room full of women, and you get to pick and choose. But if I see that man come in and I'm like, oh, I want to talk with him. There's a problem with that, because he's gonna say, oh well, you look like you're a 4 or 5. Let me go over here to this 10. And she might don't have no sense, no nothing. She can't do shit for you.
That doesn't matter, Joy. If I'm in the top 10 percentile, I have a whole lot more options on my plate. If you walk through the door and I just want to hit, then I'm just gonna hit. I have a lot more options. That's just the reality. So if you're a 5 that's looking at a 10 and you want to keep going and keep going and keep going at that 10 guy that's in the top 10 percentile, that millionaire, and he hits you, then you get what comes along with it. But reality is you ain't on that level. You may want it.
Hold on.
You may talk about what's fair and what's not fair.
Joy, did you really say, if I want a lawyer, why can't I have a lawyer?
Yeah, if I said I want to be with a lawyer at a lawyer, and I'm working at ShopRite, what's wrong with me having a lawyer? I mean,
okay, so what's wrong with me saying? What's wrong with me saying?
He met me in a grocery store.
But what is wrong with me saying I want a lawyer and I work at ShopRite?
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's very much a lot wrong with it. Anybody and everybody would say the same thing, because they were like, what is she going to do? What are you offering her? What are you offering her? Because she's a lawyer and you work at ShopRite.
Because sometimes it's not all about material things. So I guess I'm different, because I don't go. I don't.
About you. Keep talking about instead of talking about reality.
Right.
No, you're right. And somebody told me that I'm like that different type of girl, because I don't go in looking for those type of things. So it's kind of difficult for me to understand, because I look at a person for who they are. If I meet you,
You and Kara, it's different.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. What kind of, so this is some, I debate because I'm like, hey, why? I know there's more girls like us. There is more girls like us that think in our way. I don't go out there trying to find the richest man.
Unicorns. They're unicorns. Unicorns don't even You ever saw a flock of unicorns? Whenever you watch TV and you see a unicorn, the unicorn is flying by itself. Because there's few in between. So because we're in an anomaly right now because you and Kat are in the same screen does not mean that y'all run together. Y'all don't run together. You can't speak for all the unicorns because the unicorns all got their own voices and they may all feel the same way, but you can't speak to them as a unit. But you can speak to women as a unit, and women as a unit can say, hey, I'm not dating a guy at ShopRite. I could be a cashier. You could be walking by and I'm like, hey, you're beautiful. Can I take you out sometime? You looking at me like,
you're dating that dude.
And and this is why I totally agree with what Rosa Williams said. She said you must be what you were looking for. Because what do I look like going after or wanting to be with somebody that I'm not myself?
You're agreeing with us.
It makes no sense.
It don't.
But I can't give you if I want certain things. If I have a list, okay, I guess it's a list because I don't make a list. Because it is what it is. But if you have a list and you know what you want in a man, right? This is what I want in a man, and you can't offer half from him, then it's not gonna balance itself out. That's what the relationship is about. It's about balance. So I can't ask you what I can't give you my damn self.
Yes, I agree. But the problem is, like I said, you have a bunch of people that's at a certain level, but they want more than what they are. And that's why those people that they're looking for is not gravitating to them, because those people have a whole lot more options than the average person.
Right.
So I'm going to choose somebody that may look better, that may have a better body. Now, if they're a shitty person or they got bad attitude, I'll see that when I get to that. But to choose, if you're a 5 by looks, finances, whatever it is, if you're a 5 and you're looking for a 10, I'm guarantee you that 10 is going to look within those options and get the best looking thing that he can get. She gonna
that shitty can't do nothing.
Let's just keep it 100. Nobody knows what they get when they unless you already are associated.
Wait. I said choosing. What comes after that? Comes after that.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. No, I wasn't. That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, to be honest, when we first choose a person that we want to talk to, we don't know what type of person they is because we going off of what is attractive to us.
Right. Maybe their mannerisms, maybe how they walking through and present themselves. If a dude walks to the door like, hey, what's up? I'm here, motherfuckers. Like, yo, hey, shorty, give me your number. You probably gonna be like, oh, you're a little bit too aggressive. But you walk in and say, hey, how you doing? I saw you at the bar. I'd like to know if I can buy you a drink.
Right.
You don't know what you're dating.
You're still dating with the perception of what is on your level. You're still dating with the perception of what's on your level. If I come to you and I think you're attractive and I come to you, I'm coming to you differently if I see you already in a crazy situation. If I'm walking down Temple and you outside with the baby on your hip eating an ice pop, I already know. If I'm driving down the street, I already know where you are. So you could be an amazing person. You could be amazing. You could be one of the brightest chicks in the hood. But I already know that you're not on the level of the type of woman that I want to date or the type of woman I want to be about.
We all know that. Like, let's stop.
Know that. So you can't say we don't know what we get. Now we can meet somebody who went and they dressed the part and they looked the part and then they're furthest from that part. We've all seen it. But the fact of the matter is they dressed up to where they wanted to meet somebody at.
Yes. Like we know that. Like what we
I'm
doing?
not, but that's what I'm saying. You could dress up to me anybody where they at, but once you get to know me, you gonna know that I'm not really where you at. If I'm not where you at.
But the whole point
so you're gonna continue to date me because I dress to your level.
I dress to your level.
Know you
balance each other out.
That's the whole thing about choosing. See, we're going past choosing. We can't go past choosing. We're talking about choosing. If I see you at a certain place, at a certain level, the way you talk, the way our conversation is going, once we go on that first date, how that first date go, all of those different things, then I can decide if I want to move forward.
But that goes back to what we said with the dating in the courting.
Hold up. The problem is a lot of women that I've seen, and I said, from my experience, this ain't got nothing to do with Derek, this ain't got nothing to do with Kyra, this is my experiences. I've seen and spoke to a lot of women that feel they're on a certain level that they're not on. So they're looking for men that's on a certain level that's never going to choose them because they just not at that level.
Where the girls from?
You got 5s looking for 10s.
You heard Joy.
Joy
said, "Where you getting them girls from?"
I'm getting them girls from. I ain't getting no girls.
That's what I'm saying. You saying these conversations you have and they looking up. I mean, that's why the date in the court and you got to go on dates. We said this stuff from the.
Hold up, Joy. Let me ask a question.
Are
you gonna sit here and tell me that you don't know some women that's 5s that carry an attitude like they're 10?
That they walk with self-confidence? Is that what you're asking me? Do I walk with
answer this question? Do you sit here and tell me that you know women that may look like a 5 but carry their ass around like they're 10?
No, I don't, because all the people I hang with, they are 10s. They carry themselves like 10s. They walk like they 10s. They walk with confidence. Now, I mean, when you meet somebody, you just got to figure out what you need to do to be with them.
Wait, flag on the play.
Justice Green says he disagrees.
Hold on.
He said you're choosing.
He
says you're choosing them based on your purpose.
I need a flag. Flag on the play.
I know men that look like they got a job.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Did you just get something?
Flag on the play. I'm just saying. What you want me to say? Look, y'all see. Wait.
Did you just say before God and all the people in this, all 18 people, that all the people who say they are 10s are 10s?
I'm saying we walk with confidence. Whether you believe I'm a 10 or not, or who I hang with is a 10, we think about we walk with confidence. It's either when you meet us, you either gonna be like, oh, she's a 10 and represent what I represent. What you saying? Because we don't have $1 million, we not a 10.
I'm confident that I got $373 in my bank account. That don't make me a millionaire. You can be confident in who you are. I'm confident that I'm not a 10, but I'm not a 1 either. That's confidence. But now I
walk around. I say I'm a 10. I'm fat and I'm black and I'm a 10.
That's not confidence. That's delusion.
In the words of Kevin Samuels, you can be confident and wrong.
You're right. You're right. According to that person, if you might not feel I'm a 10, but somebody else might feel I'm a 10 and treat me like, you know what I'm saying?
Experiences.
No, he sees you for who you are. And he says, hey, you're a 5 and I'm a 4, but you're the most beautiful 5 I've ever seen. You're good to me. You're everything I need. You're everything I want. You're everything I need. And you're going to treat you that way. I'm thinking you a 10. Because if a 10 walks by, he's going to be like, well, damn. But then you still everything I want and everything I need. That's
As a so maybe the 10 might not be relevant to you. That's what I'm saying. You saying a 10. What is a 10 in somebody's eyes? What is a 10?
Because and this is what I said in the beginning. How
Okay.
people say somebody like Lizzo or Precious. No, if you feel you a 10, you a 10. As soon as I say, you know what, you shape just like Precious. You shape just like Lizzo.
Wait, hold on, yo, you say you look like Lizzo. You can call me all night if you say you look like Lizzo. I'm like,
I may be a little big, but not today.
Everybody
What we not gonna do is be playing with me like I'm a president.
You guys are full of shit. You like to talk, you like to inspire each other, but you lie to each other to give each other a delusion that you're never going to get the results that you really want. Be real with each other. You're not, everybody's not a 10.
Right.
Okay, Rosa says it's not all about looks. I have actually been at gatherings where a man just sat and observed a woman. Their mannerisms and interactions with other people. Some women are single because they want someone who will never choose them.
But
that's what Sean. Yeah, that's what Sean said.
I said
finally
that
a woman who's going to tell the truth. Finally, a woman is going to tell the truth.
You'll have a man that's seeing a woman, her mannerisms, the way that she walk into a room, the way that she dress, the way that she carry herself, the way that she talk, just the grace of a woman will make a masculine man that's on a certain level gravitate to her.
Right.
Right. I agree.
Justice says. I hope I'm saying your name right. Justice says beauty is
You'll have a woman online saying talking about these M words need to come correct. And I was on a post like this. These M words need to come correct. If they don't come correct, then they ain't getting shit. And they need to court us the right way because these N words and such and such. And I said to her, I was like, do you think a real man that's at a certain level is really going to gravitate to this? And she said, well, do you think, this is what she said to me, do you think if a man approached me on a certain level, I would speak like this? And I said to her, they already see the posts.
That's true.
They see it already. They're never coming. Because
wait, okay, let me just answer let me just go to some of the comments. For Meek wants to know, she said she wants to know what a 10 is or even a 7. They talking about looks, the way you dress, blase. That's what they determine.
Not even your looks, how you carry yourself. Because you
that still looks how you dress, your intellect, things like that. Justice says beauty. Justice, I hope I'm saying your name right. Justice Reigns.
Yes.
Beauty is in the eye. Beauty is in the eye of the other person.
Yep.
Many women are single because they are tired of men's bullshit.
Well, she said BS.
And
why
Ali
you gotta curse?
Huh?
I said she said BS. So why you gotta curse?
BS. I'm like the little baby. This bullshit. Bullshit.
If that woman is tired of dealing with men's bullshit, then that's the men that they're choosing.
You're right.
That answered that. The same time you put into the bad man, you could have put into the good man.
That is true. But what is a good man when you saying that if we gotta stick with, if we are 5 and we gotta stick with the 5 and he can't elevate me, I mean, so
why can't
you still in the same?
Why can't he elevate you? Why can't a 5? What's 5 plus 5?
Because I believe that somebody got to be able to bring the next person up. Period.
Joy, what's 5 plus 5?
He said 5 plus 5.
What's 5 plus 5?
I'm not messing with you. I'm just saying.
You just said elevate. You said a man, he can't elevate you. But if I'm a 5 and you're a 5, we come together, we're a 10. That's elevation. You were a 5 and now you're a 10. Together we made each other a 10. Together we're loving each other. We're building each other. We're respecting each other. We're traveling. We're enjoying life. How was that not an elevation?
Well, no, if we all doing all of that and we're making each other happy, then that's fine. That's fine.
But it's not
But
if
you
you're
can
not
be.
shopping for a 5. But not if you're not shopping for a 5, love. If you're not shopping,
I'm shopping for no, because I'm not giving nobody a number. I'm shopping for what I see that works with my personality, and my personality works with them.
Right.
So why are we giving?
But you are the unicorn. You're the unicorn. You're the unicorn. You remember? So you can't say I'm shopping. We're talking about when we're talking about.
You're talking about the regular women, right?
Women would rather go put $10,000 into their butt and their boobs rather than invest it into a business because they
business. Right. You're right.
Keisha says, well, her name is Keisha, but on here is Kayla May. But she says 2 people should come together for a partnership, and it should be based on potential.
Right. Mm-hmm. To build.
I agree, but who are those people?
Yeah, because women. A lot of these women ain't. You see a lot of videos now. Don't show me potential. I don't want no pieces of potential. I'm dealing with what I got.
No build-a-boo. I don't want no build-a-boo. Like Joy. Let me ask you this: Do you believe that the majority of women believe in hypergamy?
That the majority of women believe in what?
Hypergamy.
Okay, what is perkiny?
I love it.
Well, hell, I'm gonna ask before I try to answer that damn question. What you said?
Hypergamy, it means that a woman will want to date a man on her level or above.
I can't speak for all women. Myself, I just want somebody who.
No, that's not what I asked you.
You trying to get me to talk for all women? I can't do that.
But y'all ask us to talk for all men. Y'all can talk for all men, but y'all can't talk for all women. That's not fair.
All men are shit, and they ain't nothing.
Talking about all men. We say
what? Justin just said a lot of women choose to be single because they're tired of men's BS. But all men don't have BS.
Also wants to know what they should also want to know what is
that may be the men that you're choosing, but it's not men.
Right.
I just want somebody who's intellectually, my man talk. You got to stimulate my brain. I don't want somebody we just gonna sit here and play video games or, not doing shit like my 50-year-old rapper. Like, I mean, that still think they gonna make music. Like, I don't,
Why they can't still make music at 50? Steve Harvey didn't hit it big until he was 50, and look at him
not
now.
when you can't provide for your family. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but you got to be able to help provide. Like, you can't. I mean, that's a good dream, but you still got to support in one way or another.
He provided that shot right, though. He working that shot right. He works that shot right at night.
But a shot right, you bring in a steady pay. You're getting paid on every week, every Friday.
Right.
It's funny you say that, Derek.
He should say, I stalked my husband based on his potential to be a great husband and provider.
We can say all that, but we see the guy at ShopRite and Acme get passed over, right? Making a living, probably doing some overtime, making good money, right? I've never seen a lonely drug dealer.
Nope, not a one.
These motherfuckers got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 women slamming them.
So they got money. That's about money because the girls go running to them for money.
No. I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about the character, the character, the integrity, who the man is. A certain type of character comes along with that.
Abusive.
Yeah, a lot come along with that. So if you're choosing that, and then you say, "Oh, a lot of women is tired because of what they've been through," but then I look at who you've been with.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
That dude that work at School 4 probably hollered at you, and you was like, he corny as hell.
Right. But you got five baby fathers, and 3 of them locked up.
Like, we gotta stop this. Like, Joy, you in the school system, probably back to school night. You probably like, man, I gotta deal with this shit again. On hell.
Well, I am seeing more fathers come around. I do see a lot more fathers in the Hispanic culture than the African Americans, but there are more African Americans starting to pop up as a unit.
Well,
So,
according to the CDC, now black fathers is the #1 fathers in America.
oh, okay. So you say, yeah, a lot of them are showing up, taking care of the kids.
Look it up as you want. Everybody on this call, look it up as you want. Black fathers are rated #1 fathers in the country. They're calling black fathers the face of fatherhood in the country.
As they should. I mean, you should be with your children. A man and a woman should be taking care of their children.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm just to kill the narrative of a lot of women be like, oh, black men don't take care of their kids, and black men this and black men that, when it's false. Black men are actually the #1 fathers in this nation. #1. Look it up. You ain't got to fall for me.
Cherie says Lizzo is rich, talented, and accomplished, yet she's not a 10.
She's a 10 to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who that? Who she said?
Lizzo.
Cat, who she said?
Let Rizzo slide in my inbox. You won't see me on Tuesday. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you right now.
Keisha says because black men.
Very slide. Who you going with?
Keisha says because black men are.
Hold up. Let's go Holly Berry. Who you going with, Derek?
Lizzo.
Get the fuck out of there.
You crazy. What? Holly can't do what Lizzo can do. Lizzo look good and she know how to eat. What? Come on, cut it out. We gonna eat good.
You ain't going.
We gonna eat good. We gonna eat well. When I tell you.
Justice says, bruh, I dated all types of men, preacher, firemen, etc. Black men must step their game up.
Here we go. That's when we speak of all black men. Some men already had a game stepped up. It's just
the men that you chose. It's not all black men. Maybe the reflection of you is what you got. I don't know you in that way, but maybe the reflection of you, because if I'm somebody and we don't click, it's like I ain't feeling this right here.
Mm-hmm.
But you still gonna hit it though, even though you don't click, right?
For me, no, I'm not. For one, I'm not in that space. But if I was, no, I'm not. We older now. I'm not doing it.
Meek says, I just wanted a man.
Point is, maybe the fireman and the pastor and this, because that's a lot of professions. Like, how much dating you got going on, Justin?
Meek says, I just wanted a man that was going to love and protect to another level and vibe with me.
Maybe hold on, because Justice, maybe we is the problem and not the other person.
Meek said, I just wanted a man that was going to love and protect to another level and vibe with me on the same level. Didn't care about his money, just had to be able to provide for himself at the time.
Right. And Meek got an awesome husband.
I agree with that.
Their whole vibe together. But
a whole vibe together.
She had a mindset of, I don't need somebody that's on my. I'm not sitting here looking for. Oh, I want this person that's up here. She had realistic guidelines. I want somebody who's going to vibe with me, who's going to be able to love me, who's going to be able to take care, who's going to be able to work with me or take care of me to a certain extent. That's a realistic baseline. But when you have people in here talking about, because she's in the room, I don't want a roommate. I don't want to have to pay no bills, and I don't want this, and I don't want that. But then.
I want my nails done. I want this. I want all of that extra nonsense. You find you somebody that's good for you. You good for them. You can mess well and have a good life.
Life is good. You're happy together. You can vibe together.
Instagram and Facebook got some of these people thinking they gotta have these superstar lifestyles. No, you go take the kids.
Social media got them thinking that's the life they're supposed to be living. And the only way and if you want to go viral, all you gotta do is get on social media and tell them that's the life they deserve.
I deserve it. Yeah, I deserve you. For me working as hard as I work,
Yes.
This is what I do. All right, running and burning buildings, doing all of the things that I do. You
Yeah.
deserve what I worked hard for. I don't even know you. So you deserve what I done in my life. Don't get your weird ass out of here.
Rosa says most black men take care of their children. There are black men who are single parenting, so they are not going to choose women who need them to complete her.
Yeah, black men are not playing these games no more.
Yeah, that's
It's not happening. You ain't playing these games no more. And cousin, and I'll say this. I say it to you all the time. Am I right? That in these men's spaces, mentality is changing. Do I say that to you a lot?
Yeah.
I say that to you a lot. Even to a point to where, as I said to you, they ain't choosing African American women no more because they don't want to deal with the stuff that a lot of them bring into the table. Of the expectations and everything that they were looking for. It was unrealistic. Now you can have expectations, but not unrealistic stuff. Like I'm not like, you can't expect a man to pay no babysitter fee if he's gonna take you out.
right.
Like that, but a man on a certain level that have options ain't gonna play that game with you. I got options. I'm in the top 10%. I have options. I ain't paying for your babysitter.
Nor am I bringing your
Cherie says, but when women say the same thing, they're wrong.
About what?
We'll say the same. What's the same thing?
Yeah,
Have options.
not the same. You ain't paying for my babysitter.
What if you're a single father?
I'm sorry?
What if you're a single father?
Single fathers ask for child support lesser than the single mother asks for child support.
Yeah, but if we're going on a date and you say like, I don't have a babysitter, so
a single father ain't gonna ask a woman for their for a babysitter fee. Stop, Joy.
hey, you can ask.
A single father can't even get a date if he can't get a babysitter. You like, oh, come see me. Like, oh, he got his life together.
Cherie said when Sean said you're not getting what I worked hard for.
But a woman can say you're not getting what I work hard for, and nobody gonna say that you're wrong.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Sean not wrong. He's right on that one. If he work hard for his stuff, why some women are coming in and just take his stuff? Because I agree with him on that.
Because her butt big and her boobs sit on the table. That's why. That's why she can get that. That's why she can come and take all his hard work money, because her butt big and her boobs sit on the table. That's why. That's what the mindset is.
I missed it.
What?
I missed whatever you said.
She said somebody said that you what Sean said about you not gonna come and take my money. Get my like
you're not gonna come in and work.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
No, she was saying that.
So he said that you said that you're not getting what I worked hard for.
Right.
Tell you.
Right, but I said, but today women feel that
work hard for.
Right, but today women feel that they deserve it because their butt is big and they boobs sit on the table.
Yeah, it's a bunch of look. Understand this. There's a lot of beautiful women. There's not a lot of successful men up here in the 10%. There's only 10% of men that make 100 and more. There's a bunch of beautiful women. So if those beautiful women want a man in the top 10%, stop the stupid shit.
Here we go with that settle word again. Here we go.
Cherie says, why do women have to settle for potential?
Why do we have to settle for titties and butt? Why do we have to settle for titties and butt? Why we have to settle? Why do we keep saying this settle stuff? It's not settling. It's being realistic about, okay, I want someone who's gonna love me and take care of me. No matter what they bring home, no matter what their bank account looks like, are they gonna respect me? Are they gonna build with me? Are they gonna build me up on my lowest moments? Can I look to them to build me up and make me feel better about myself or my life? That's what we should be looking for, but that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we want.
And to add on to that, that's not settling. wanting somebody to take care of me, make more than me, take me on whatever trips and this. That's not settling if you get somebody that's on your level. You want somebody up here. If you get somebody down here when you're here, that's not settling. You're getting your equivalent. If you make 50,000 and you get somebody that make 50,000, that's your equivalent. That's not you settling.
Right.
People
why you keep saying that somebody got to be equal? I mean, I don't get that. You keep saying.
Cherie says no one should have to settle for what they don't want.
It ain't about if it's what you don't want, if it's not what you don't want. If you're complaining about what you're not getting.
But why do you keep saying that if I'm making 50 and you making 50, we should be happy?
No,
like why do you keep saying that?
Hold on, let me address this. It's not saying that you should be happy. What I'm saying is you have people that make 40,000, right?
Right.
Who think somebody making 50,000 dealing with somebody who make 50,000 is settled.
Yep.
It's beneath them. What I'm saying is they may want somebody that make 100,000, but because they can't get the person that make 100,000, it's settling if they get somebody that make 50,000 if they make 40,000. When actually it's more than what you make. That's what I'm saying.
And what I'm saying is none of that even matters.
I was here.
Like none of that matters. If you,
I'm not.
I can make 22,000, but if I'm making 22,000, you're going to tell me I'm less than a man. I'm not a man because I'm only making 22,000. I can respect you. I can love you. I can protect you. But because you're making more than I'm making, and I'm not even on your spectrum, I'm less than a man because you want this man that's 70, 80, 90,000 who's going to cheat on you, may punch you in the face.
Yeah, Joy, it's not my statement. It's not my statement.
It's other women's statement.
I'm talking about some women who state that a man that make a certain amount of money, they feel it's settling when that man actually make more than them.
Cherie said, y'all are telling women why they are really single when they have told you that's what they're choosing for themselves.
We done left that topic. Number one, we said that we told you that it wasn't realistic, that you're making this delusional. You're making this delusional reason for being single by choice. When if the man that you want, if you said, I'm not going to date today, you said, I'm going to be single by choice. I'm not going to date. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to figure me out. I'm going to be a better me. That's what you said today at 10:15. At 10:17, your Michael B. Jordan or your Drake or anybody else type of guy walks up to you and say, hey, how you doing? I want to make your life better. All that stuff that you just said completely went out the door.
You full of shit. Yup, you full of shit. You full of shit. It was never about choice. It was about because the man that you truly want wasn't choosing you.
Cherie says, if that's not where you are mentally, that's not necessarily true.
But listen to the word you just said. Necessarily. Necessarily means necessarily means that this is that there is some truth to it, but you don't want to admit to it. When people say that's not necessarily, that's because you just don't want to say, you know what, you're right. But the fact of the matter is, out of 100, if you ask 100 people, you're going to have a good at least 75 to 80 people who are going to say, I'm going to get in that car because I may not meet Michael B. Jordan again.
They know that.
I may not see Drake again. I deserve Drake. I deserve to be on the boat. I deserve to be on. I deserve this.
Cherie says, so y'all get to speak for women?
Y'all get to speak for men. I hate when y'all do this. Y'all speak for us all the time.
No, we don't.
I'm speaking of my experience. I'm speaking of the conversations I had.
Joy
I'm
fibbing.
speaking
Joy's
of
on here
the
fibbing.
spaces I've been.
Because she don't
That's what
feel
I'm
good.
speaking of. I don't know all women. I don't know all women, but I know that a lot of women believe in hypergamy. Hypergamy is when a woman want a man that makes equal or above them, typically more above them. When I spoke and when we started this, what I said was my experiences. I ain't talking about your experiences.
Don't be pointing up here.
Experiences. When I listen to women in certain spaces, they feel that they think it's settling by dealing with a man on their economic level because they want a man in hypergamy, which is a man that make more. We can all agree that we've all heard that women would like a man that make more than them.
Well, I like what you said. He said if he was making 22,000, if emotionally and physically he got me, he's making me feel good, we can make it work with his 22,000, and I'm making 50,000. I mean, we can make it work. I mean, that's how I look at it.
We're talking in an abundance. We're talking general.
I know. But I think if more women, women
we're generalizing, and for yourself, being in women's spaces, that women like a lot of women like providers and protectors. They want a man that make more than them. You've seen this. You've seen this. You've heard this.
Well, you could be a provider without making a lot of money.
Hold up. You've seen this. You've heard this. We've dealt with this scenario. Let's not act like we don't know what this is. Like this is foreign. A lot of women deal with hypergamy, which is they want men that make more than them. But the problem is, like I said, some women in those spaces, they don't deal with self-awareness. They don't say, okay, I'm a 5.
Yeah,
I'm a 6. But they want a man that's in the top 10 percentile when that man is never going to come and get them. But they say I'm single by choice. No, you're single because the man that you want, he ain't coming.
His
ass is coming.
She just needs to go hang out in a different place instead of the bar.
His ass is coming. Okay?
She need to hang out in different places.
Yoke him up like that little,
question
person. When they be yoking him up, and I gotta go get him, then let me go get who I want. I'm gonna yoke his little ass up and be like, "Let's go."
You
change. Let me ask Joy. Let me ask you a question.
You change.
Cherise said it's a double standard.
It's always
let me ask you a question. Let me ask a question real quick, Joy.
Joy. You want to ask me a question? Yes.
Let me ask you a question. So you meet a
don't
guy, you're walking down the street, and there's a guy outside with the yellow vest on, picking up trash. He said, "Hey, wait a minute, let me stop and talk to you for a minute." You already know that he's a garbage collector, so you already know that he's somewhere. He's not near even close touching maybe 40,000, 50,000, right? Are you stopping to initiate or to even facilitate a conversation?
Why not?
You just told me I was a unicorn, so I ain't gonna answer that question.
No, I want you. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
It's funny because Joy is a professional. Joy is a professional in sorority. If you ain't in the sister sorority or fraternity, she ain't hollering at you. You got to be in that fraternity.
That's why I'm asking her. That's why I'm asking her because I know that she's in a sorority. That's why I'm asking her. So you got the yellow vest or the orange vest that stops you on the street. He got the garbage picker. He got the garbage picker in his thing. He got the garbage picker in his hand.
Yes.
And he's cleaning up the streets. And he stops you. Now, he didn't say, "Yo, mom, what's up?" He said, "Excuse me, how are you? Can I speak to you for a minute?" Are you stopping to have a conversation with him?
Yes.
So when
because the way he approached me, it wasn't like I'm some.
Tell him, she gonna tell him that he missed something. He need to pick that garbage up there.
No, I'm gonna stop and talk because I mean I'm that type of person. I'm I don't. I guess from where I came from, I don't belittle anybody or I don't think I'm better than anybody. So it's kind of hard for me. Like you never know. Because I've been with celebrities, I've been with broke people, I've been I lived in the hood, I've been through so much in life that I don't turn my nose up to anybody because you'll be surprised who you run into and what they have on that day. You don't even know that they have a lot of money or that they're in particular places and that they can get you into higher places. So no, I don't turn anybody down. It depends on how you approach me. It depends on how you act around me. That's what's going to be the determination of if I'm going to communicate with you.
Exactly.
I agree. I just think that you're in the minority. You're not in the
That's how
majority.
it should be. Why I don't. But you do have some women that look for people that got money, and that's a reality. We already know that's a reality. But there's nothing wrong with dating the garbage man or dating homeboy.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it as long as you able to.
I
provide
agree. I agree. I believe that a lot of those women is on those levels, and they should be looking for those men because they make good money. They have good careers, and you can eventually match and have a good life. But the problem is, you have a lot of people that make $30,000 and $40,000 looking for somebody that make $1 million, which is never going to come. Exactly. They're losing out. They're losing out on their mate because they're looking for something that they're never going to get.
I know they ain't looking for no $1 million person walking around here in the bars.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I see it all the time. Yeah, somebody and I want that. And you can look this up. You can look this up. I seen a little person. I seen a little person. I don't want to say the M word, but I seen a little person, and there was a good dude and they went out on a date. It was like a reality show, and she was like, you know what, a little person. And she was like, you know what, I'd rather not go on a second date because I want to keep my options open. I was like, damn. Even a little person crushing motherfuckers nowadays. Like, no disrespect to that, but like you a good dude that you got a good career and a little person shut you down. I said,
but maybe he didn't have conversation. Maybe his conversation wasn't good enough. Maybe maybe it was things that he wasn't.
Could be. I just was like,
maybe his breath stink. I don't know.
If you're a little person, what percentile are you in?
Wow.
Listen, don't talk about little people, okay?
You're right.
There could be a little people, but God darn, it just something.
Like we either gonna be real.
My sister a little person. Don't be talking about little people.
What's this little person?
My oldest sister, she little. She only 4'9".
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Tell cousin stop putting my cousin information out here.
She don't know. She'll be all right. I ain't say how old she was now, did I?
I just truly believe the whole single by choice is bullshit. You truly
if
okay.
Let me say it, and you can have
go ahead and say that.
If you truly look for somebody or accept somebody that's on your level, you wouldn't be single no more. But
if you're ready for a relationship,
finish.
Okay, finish.
I'm yelling. Gosh.
Don't try to bully me.
Ain't nobody bullying you. You doing all the talking, so we just trying to help you out.
You trying to bully me. But no, all I'm saying is if you stop looking for somebody that's never going to come and look for somebody that's on your level, that's actually in your inbox, waiting for you to answer that message, you'll probably have a man and a better life. But you're choosing not to because you're waiting for Drake. He ain't never coming.
Oh my God.
So let's get back to family.
Damn Drake. Anyway, we've been on this damn topic for too long. It is time to go. No, I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I appreciate y'all. This was a great conversation, very entertaining. So thanks everybody for joining the conversation. Y'all all know Sean's Facebook. Use that. Don't. I ain't got nothing to do with it. His thoughts.
I'm about to be gay. I hate myself.
If y'all don't know the Deacons, just look at the page and you will see I tagged him just as well. So please address all comments to Derek and Sean.
Please do. I'm here for all the reindeer games. I am here for the call me Rudolph. I'm here for the reindeer games.
And all I ask is if the conversation is good, please post the screenshots. Because I want to laugh too. Okay.
So meet us at the podcast with your comments. Don't inbox Kyra. She can't do it.
For joining us tonight. And I also want to say, I'm telling y'all, when those punching bags come out, I'm gonna have Sean, one for us, one of our special viewers, Thomas and Derek. So y'all got 3 choices.
No, you're not gonna have no punch back in my face.
Unfortunately, it's the man that's gonna be getting punched in the face.
I don't do toxic. I don't do toxic.
It's okay. People got to release their stress. If you bringing it, they want to release it
they
that way.
They better get some Deacon's prayer oil. That's what they better get. Deacon's prayer oil. They better pray about it.
He said some Deacon prayer oil. Oh my!
I believe you love me enough to not even want to even think of harming or thinking about being fake.
I'm just telling y'all, we can't put them in no heart shapes. Those faces can't go in the heart shapes. They gone.
Sure they could.
Nah, but y'all don't beat up on my cousin.
He saved lives. We're gonna have to keep him right. He gonna have to keep his eyes.
They probably gonna smack me on the back of the head, but they ain't gonna jump me too much.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do it. He gotta save some people.
Because his cousin got bad temper. I protect my cousin. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's great. Don't do that.
Look, we crazy in this family.
Ain't wrap too tight. Oh, please don't do that.
Please don't.
Yeah, everybody and she's beautiful, but the other side of the family,
I don't know about them.
In all seriousness, it is 10:30. Please, if you feel some type of way about the things that were said tonight,
I'm feeling some type of way about my sorority and my fraternity. Y'all stop playing with me. Talk about my sorority.
We know how.
Y'all gonna leave me alone. It's blue and white. Y'all get my colors right.
Yes, it is. She rocked
blue and white
all day.
Amen.
We didn't even say your colors.
Nah.
No, we're gonna take that cowboy shit off though. Would you get out of here?
That's the wrong
that
blue.
Bullshit. That's the wrong. It definitely is the wrong blue. Get out of here.
It's more white.
Well, nah, man.
Blue.
Move on out of here with that cowboy shit. Cowgirls, move.
Whoa, he's a little angry. We back with that toxicity again. See how aggressive again?
Yeah, right at the end.
And I just want to say to everybody, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Same time, same place. Next week is next week? No, the week after. Just to remind everybody, Friday, December 15th, Blasters and Pants for Abetta County is having a selfie wonderland from 4 to 8 at 22 Front Street at the Great Falls Youth Center. So come out with your babies, come take some pictures, and let's have a good time on Friday. Winter Wonderland starts September
Thursday.
What time it starts, Sean?
It's always going to be from 5 to 9. Sunday is going to be the finale, which is going to be early in the day. You're going to be giving away toys and pictures with Santa. Then open it back up to have the last day of Winter Wonderland light show at Eastside Park.
Okay. So y'all come out, enjoy the Christmas festivities. Joy, I know I should see you and DJ at one of these.
Or both.
Or both.
Or both. I'll be in Connecticut. I'll leave for Connecticut on Saturday.
It's before Saturday.
It's before Saturday. It's
It's
they
this
said it
week.
was Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
That means you still
I'm
got
gonna try.
So,
Huh?
there we
I'm
go.
gonna try.
Bring some single friends. There's gonna be some great men there.
Lord.
Oh God! All my friends have men.
That's a lie.
Oh,
Joy, we hope you feel better, girl.
thank you. Thank you so much.
And your person says hello. Taji says hi.
My boo. Yes, I'm so proud of her. I am so proud of her.
I was about to say, I'm like her person. Like, why is her person talking to you?
That's a little
suspect.
person.
Oh, I
Joy
know
is
now
a-
because you said Taji, but when you first said, I was like, really? Like,
That's a little person.
like, why is her person?
Look, we here. I know. We here. I got you.
Y'all
You
was
knew who I
lost.
was talking about.
I didn't. I was lost. I was like, why is her person reaching
Not
out
the
to
little
you?
person Sean was talking about. Yeah, but
Shoot, Taji is who? Look, Taji is who she is today because of Joy.
oh. Well, that was Mr. Redmond. Thank you. I'm glad he dragged her over. You know. Yes,
All
yes.
right, y'all. What's your last thoughts for the night so we can get up out of here?
I'll say this just to add to the agenda. The 20th at the Patterson Library, there's going to be a movie night. It's going to be a movie night hosted by the director of the Patterson Library, Mr. Corey Flemings. Should start around 6 o'clock. There's going to be a movie which is Home Alone plus toys and food
outside.
For the inside. It's going to be inside for the children. Plus the 27th, the Bronze Heat will be at the Masonic Temple for Kujichagulia. And Cody said, I want in on the whole conversation. That's me. Get back to Sam.
We ain't
It's Cody.
seen Cody in a minute.
Oh,
Cody, where you been?
Cody.
Where you been, Cody? You,
I
we
told
see
you
you like in 2
you
weeks.
can't get because you can't get in. Yeah.
Joy, you got something to say before we leave out of here?
No, I want to say thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure as usual.
Anytime.
And the conversations are very enlightening. We just have to, help each other out.
You have to help each other out.
Oh, here we go.
You ain't exactly.
You the one having all these deep conversations with these women, so.
I would love to see Sean inbox. DK,
Right.
what's your comments for tonight?
Let's get back to family.
No, you can't take Sean line.
No, for real though. We have to get to a place where we understand what love is and what love deserves. Love has nothing to do with your bank account. It has nothing to do with what you can buy, what you can't buy. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not keep recollection of wrongdoing. These are all things that love is. Now, once it said love is what you can spend or what you can take. So we need to get a true understanding of what love is, and let's learn to love, and our life will be so much better.
I agree.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. All right, people. We see y'all next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. Peace, love, and
Cowboy Nation.
Oh God.